everybody, this is Combat Sports Podcast, and today we're coming at you with a PFL breakdown. We'll be doing the lightweights, women's flyweights, and the bantamweights. Technically, Ghazi versus Kevin Lee will be the main event. Will be a lightweight bout. I don't know why Kevin Lee is the main event here. I am just dumbfounded. Makes me, what the fuck is going on? There is a random showcase in the fucking main card. And in the early prelims that we're breaking down today, we got a couple bracket fights and alternative fights for if someone pulls out. Let's get started here with the first fight of the night. Alan Tiburon Blanco, a.k.a. White Shark Dominguez, 11-6, versus Nick, King Black Cat Meck, 8-2. Let's get here and talk about Alan Dominguez, Tiburon Blanco. Pro since 2015, he is 11-6, 8-4 in the LFL, 0-1 in the PFL. He was a champion in the LFL. He has 5 knockouts, 0 submissions, 6 decisions, and he is coming off getting knocked out. So that's not good, but he is pretty good. He does have a lot of experience, I guess, not competition, but more experience. People with better records, I'd say. But let's talk about Nick, the King Black Cat Meck. Started amateur in 2019. He is 6-0 as an amateur. Started 6-0 as a pro. 2-time regional champ. He is 0-1 in the PFL. He has never been finished before. He was in the PFL before he left or got probably kicked out because he lost. And then he got a win, and now he's back in it again. Coming back, hopefully to get vengeance and stay here for a little bit. But what I'm looking at here at this card is Allen looks like he has the better competition. It looks like he does by the record, people's records and all that. He has nice kicks, and he can get takedown when he wants. Even though Meck's competition list isn't as good as I thought it would be compared to Allen, I do think that Nick's wrestling and power can do the work here. Nick used to wrestle, was it in high school or something? He was really good. I was looking at some stuff. The dude was a beast. I really think he can get it done here. He's never been finished. And I've seen Alan Dominguez, I don't know, he's gotten rocked. I've seen him get wobbled versus good people with nice records. But I just think that Nick's wrestling and power can get it done here. I like Nick here to win by decision probably. If not, I'll pick Nick Meck here. I bet the odds won't be too crazy on this fight. Orozco, Killer Queen, 8-6 versus Alera Joanne, 12-10. Both of these records are terrible. I don't know what's going on here. This is the alternate fight for the flyweight, women's flyweight. So I don't know why this one. I don't know why them. Their records are just terrible. But let's talk about Saray here. Pro since 2015, 5-1 in the LFL, which is like a Mexican organization, and she was a champ there. Pro since 2015, 5-1 in the LFL, which is like a Mexican organization. She was a former champ there too. She is 0-1 in Ryzen, 0-1 in the PFL. She's coming off a split decision loss over a year ago or about a year ago. She has 2 knockouts, 1 submission, and she's a killer queen, she says. Let's talk about Joanne over here. 12-10, not good. Trains with the Pitbull brothers, that's pretty good. Pro since 2013, a lot of great fights, mostly a lot of great losses, if you even want to say that. Against Liz, Santos, Bishop, which she's in the card. Liz is also in the card. She is 3-4 in Bellator, 1-2 in the PFL. She has been knocked out a lot. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with her. If you want to look at the last fight she had, I'll talk about that here in a bit against Liz. It was crazy. She does have 4 knockouts, though, and 3 submissions. Saray only has been finished once, so that's good. She does have way less experience than Joanne. I don't like that Joanne, though, has lost 10 times, and 6 of those have been by finish. I just don't know how this is going to go, honestly. I was watching both of these girls fight, and it was not good. They were both getting pieced the fuck up. I don't know what's going to happen here. I just do know that the last fight I saw from Joanne, if you want to go watch that, her liver got destroyed. It was so bad. Like, her liver got destroyed. It was the worst thing I've ever seen. She was getting her liver fucked up so bad by Liz. But I don't know. I think what's her name? Zareh over here can get it done with her pressure, and she can probably do it by a finish because Joanne has been finished 7 times. I can see Zareh getting in there and finishing it by knockout or TKO or something. I got Zareh winning here. Let's move on to the next one. Got Mateus Adames Mattos 14-4-1 versus Lazarone the Hunter Dayron 8-0-1. Let's talk about Mattos over here. He's been pro since 2011, started in a 7-fight win streak. He was in the Brazilian, the Ultimate Fighter. He went 1-1 on that. He almost got to the UFC. He was that close. He does have a loss to a former champ in the UFC, Peter Yan. In the ACB, he is coming off a loss to Jake Hadley by I'll talk about Jake Hadley more. His freaking takedowns aren't that good, but he does have some great ground game when he gets down there. You can just tell by this. He finished this guy with a twister, and I've never seen a twister really live. I've seen like one more. I think it was the Bryce Mitchell one, but it was a rare thing to see. But Mattos has great fucking competition. Just look at all of this. Been doing it for a while. Dude has 7 knockouts, 5 submissions. If I didn't mention, he's 2-2 in Bellator. He is on a 2-fight losing streak versus some good fighters. Former UFC fighter too. But let's talk a little bit about Dayron. He is undefeated, never lost, but he almost lost his last fight. He is coming off his first ever draw, first ever not win, I guess, technically. He didn't win it. So, see how he handles that. This is his first PFL fight. He was pro, and he's been pro since 2021, so not as much experience since Mattos. He has 2 knockouts and 2 submissions. Mattos has been doing this for a long time, has more experience, I think, has fought way better people for sure. A lot of power, some great submission games, and he loves to clinch people up. He has solid takedown defense till his last fight. He got taken down by a guy that has like 30% takedowns, but he's good when he gets down there, as you can see. But Dayron is hot right now, hasn't lost. He is coming off a draw. Let's see how he handles that. Might handle it good, might handle it bad. He's strong, and he has some good entries for takedowns. He can strike it up good, go for takedowns. The people I've seen him verse are, I don't know about him. But I saw that he kind of struggles versus, I was seeing that he struggled versus this guy that put the pressure on him and all that. He did end up winning that fight, but I don't know. I think Mattos' experience, his pressure can get it done here. I say Dayron's going to get his first one on his L's over here. He's about to be 8-1-1. That 0 is going to turn into a 1. I got Mattos winning here by a finish. Let's move on to the next one. Here we got Darrell Kelly 7-0, the Moville Mauler versus Mike Magic Hamel 11-6. Short notice. Mike's coming in short notice. Kelly was scheduled to fight 2 other people, but they pulled out of the fight. I don't know why. They probably scared of this guy. This guy's pretty good. Let's talk about Kelly over here. Started amateurs in 2017. He is technically on a 16-fight win streak because he's never lost in the amateurs. He was a regional champ. All finishes in his amateurs, which is kind of crazy. Pro in 2022. Never lost yet. 6-0 in Bellator. 3 submissions. 2 knockouts. He was scheduled to fight 2 opponents, but they dropped out, like I said. Hope this one sticks and we watch him do some magic. Maybe get another finish here. Let's talk about Magic Mike. That's what I'm going to call him. Short notice, like I said. He did have another fight scheduled before this, so he has been training in a camp or whatever. Pro since 2016, regional champ. Started 5-0, 0-3 in the LFA, 4-3 in Bellator. Coming off a knockout loss, but he does have 4 knockouts. He has 0 submissions, 7 decisions, and a DQ where he lost. I don't have much to say here. Kelly overall is just better at everything, better striker, better wrestling. The only good thing here is I see that Hamel has been in camp and he was ready to fight someone else. But clearly that is not happening because he's stepping in here against Kelly, someone that's way better than the guy he was going to fight. Let's see if we can see the odds over here. Yeah, okay, no, it doesn't show the odds or anything. But either way, I don't see this going good because this is short notice. This is his Bo's first PFL fight, I'm pretty sure. They were both in Bellator. This guy got kicked out of the PFL, brought back in probably because other people dropped out. Kelly was a Bellator guy. Now he's in PFL, of course, because they bought him. But here, I got Kelly's going to win. He's longer, even, taller, better striker, better wrestler. He's probably going to win by, you should name it, about anything. Finish, knockout, submission. Hopefully it doesn't go to decision. But I got Kelly winning here. I bet the odds are going to be like minus 700 for Kelly, minus 500. They're probably going to be pretty wide. But let's move on to the next one. Next, we got Tony Caruso, the Spartan. He is 10-2. This is an alternate fight for the lightweight here versus Vinicius Cenci, 8-3. Let's start talking about Tony over here. Pro since 2013, has 2 boxing matches. He is 2-0 in boxing. He's on a 2-fight MMA win streak. He has 1 knockout, 5 submissions, and he's a boxer. That's kind of crazy. 1-1 in 1, 0-1 in PFL, and this dude has never been finished. I love his hands, but the only thing I was noticing that against Ramiro, he was getting taken down a lot. I don't know how that's going to work out here. Let's move on to Cenci. Vinicius over here, 8-3. He is coming off a loss to Brent Primus, so that's not that bad. I'll talk about him here in a bit because he's going to fight in the prelims. He is 0-1 in the Dana White Contender Series. Guess who he lost to? Sam Patterson. He is 0-1 in the PFL, has 1 KO, 6 submissions. This dude's a beast on the ground, has nice ground and pound and everything. Not against Brent Primus though, so that's kind of crazy. Let's talk about Tony over here. He has nice striking, also some subs. For sure better striker, but I can see Cenci over here getting it to the ground. I do know that Tony likes to get taken down a lot, and you don't want to be on the ground with Cenci. This dude has some nice submission game, some nice ground and pound. He is slightly taller and longer. That shouldn't affect it that much because it's not too much. But I don't know. I had Tony winning this whole time, and then I was looking at some of his fights, and I see that he gets taken down. I can see that going bad for him here. I got Cenci winning here by a submission or decision. Let's move on to the next one. This one's gonna be a fucking banger. We got Magomedov Tiger Magomedov 20-4 versus Sarvajan Khamidov 16-0. Let's start talking about Magomedov over here. Pro since 2011, went on a 13-fight win streak. He even beat Peter Yan, but then Peter Yan and came back, beat him, gave him his first L there. He also has a really close fight against Patchy Mix. That was his last fight. Last Bellator fight, was it? No, probably. Was it one of the last Bellator events? It might have been. It was around there, probably. But this dude's a beast. He has a great resume. Just look at this. A lot of great wins. A lot of great fighters. The dude's a fucking tank. Literally. But it has been over a year since he's last fought. I don't know how that's going to go. He was supposed to fight in the first round, but ended up pulling out or something, got hurt. I don't know what happened. This dude's a beast. He has 11 submissions, 3 knockouts, 6 decisions. You do not want to be on this guy's ground, in the ground with this guy, especially on the bottom. Let's go talk about Khamidov over here. Pro since 2016. This dude has never lost. He is a beast. Undefeated. That's crazy. Just going 16-0. This dude is coming off a win to Alves. He is 3-0 in the UOMMA, 3-0 in Bellator. Pulled out versus Jake Hadley in the fight before. He was gonna be in the fucking tournament, but that happened. Now they're matching to both of these guys that pulled out. This is gonna be a good one. I think he probably would have won that fight, but he didn't fight, so who knows. He probably had a good chance of going up against this guy in the later round. But either way, this guy has 3 knockouts, 5 submissions. This is going to be a great fight. I'm really excited for this fight. They're both beasts. Khamidov likes to clinch and take down people. He's so good at that. I don't know how he wants to deal with that here going off against fucking Magomed, since Magomed has 11 submissions. If I was him, I would probably clinch more than do takedowns. But if you can get Magomed on the bottom with his back on the fucking mat, I can see that being a big difference. Magomed does have a great resume, a lot of great wins, and a lot of close losses too. Great at mixing it up, great at clinching at you, great at wrestling. This will be a great grappling / wrestling match. I say it's more of a 50-50 fight here than anything. The odds are probably going to be like 50-50. Like, they're going to be pretty fucking dead even. I like Magomed here. His experience, his cardio, I feel like will last longer. I think he can get it done here by decision. Let's move on to the women's fight. This is the actual tournament here. We got the first bracket fight here. It is going to be the women's flyweight, one half in the co-main event, which I'll talk about tomorrow when I break down the main card. That'll be fast and easy. But we're talking about this half of the co-main event. To see who moves on to the finals, we got Jenna Bishop versus Ekaterina Shakalova. This is going to be a good one. Shakalova is 9-2. Bishop is 8-2. Pretty similar experiences. Great wrestling. Jenna, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Shakalova is a fucking beast. Sambo wrestler, Russian shit, whatever you want to call it, dude. She's a fucking beast at it. Let's not talk about too much about that. Let's talk about Jenna first, and then I'll break it down for you guys. Jenna, 8-2, 39 years old. This is a big old age gap right here. Pro since 2021 in MMA. Started off grappling, though, in 2019. Let's get into her profile so you guys can check it out with me. She is coming off a win to Kana. Of course, she's coming off a win. That's why she's in the semifinals. 4-0 in the LFA, 2-0 in Bellator, 2-2 in the PFL, 4 subs, 4 decisions, and a whopping, guess how many knockouts? You won't believe it. 0. She's only been finished once, and look at that. You can't even say anything. Look who it was to. Come on now. Dakota, like, everyone knew that. If you guys watched that shit, like, but you can't even count that against her. Fucking Dakota the Beast. She could be in the UFC and be the champ. Literally, she should be in the UFC. I don't know why she's here, but you know, she's staying loyal. I like it. She's probably under contract too. Let's talk about Shakalova, 9-2, 27 years old. She is pro since 2019. Let's click into her profile if you guys want to check this out with me, if anyone's even watching. 1-1 in Bellator, 0-1 in PFL, 5 subs, 1 knockout. Only been subbed once. So these both girls, they don't get finished much. They're pretty young in the MMA world, you know. They're both great at wrestling. Let's talk about a little bit more about this. I'm scared about Jenna Bishop being 12 years older than Shakalova over here. Like, I don't know how's the weight cut, the cardio, how's all that going to go at almost 40? I guess not almost. 39 years old. She is taller, though, and she is longer. She's great at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, has nice submission game. We'll have to put that to use because Shakalova has great wrestling and a nice rear naked choke. 3 out of her 5 subs are by rear naked choke. This might turn into a little striking match, and I wouldn't really recommend that for Bishop because I really think if this turns into a grapple, if both grapplers don't want to get grappling and it's turned into a striking match, I think Shakalova can get this done. She's stronger, I feel like. Might be a little faster. It's just not, she's not as long, but she has some great clinch. If she stuffs some takedowns, throws Jenna up against the fence, grinds her up, maybe takes her down, do some ground and pound. Be careful with a submission with a black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I still think Shakalova can definitely take her Jenna down and do some ground and pound. She's nasty at it. I bet Jenna's really good at getting some submissions though. So if I was Shakalova, stuff the takedowns, put her up against the wall, take her down every now and then, strike with her. I think she can get this done by a decision. Just watch out getting submitted by Jenna because she is a black belt. But I'm going to say it. I got Shakalova winning here by decision. Let's move on to the next. We got Brent Primus versus Alfie, the Axeman Davis. Primus is 16-4. This is the lightweight bracket semifinals. Alfie is 18-5-1. Let's get into talking about Primus over here. Bellator champ. Black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Amateurs since 2005, went pro in 2010. He did beat Michael Chandler. This dude's a fucking beast. Has 9 subs, 2 knockouts. He did lose to Chandler. That was his first fight after he beat him. Came back, Chandler won. But either way, this dude's a beast. Flexible, just great grappling experiences. Had some great grappling matches with some great people. So, yeah, I don't know. This guy's a fucking monster. He's so flexible. He's coming off a submission win, 10-3 in Bellator, 4-1 in PFL. Just a grimy little dude. Always going for takedowns, pushing people against the fence. Great wrestler, great grappler. He's flexible as fuck. But the thing about David is that he's a great striker. The dude has some nice movement, good takedown defense. It will get tested here, 100% will. He might get taken down. If he does, let's see how he reacts. This dude is so experienced, has great head movement, good fighting IQ. The dude can always find openings. He's literally coming off a spinning elbow win. He's been fighting pros since 2014, regional champ. He did beat Clay Collard to get into the semifinals here. He is 0-1 in KSW, 8-1-1 in Bellator, 1-0. 1-1 in PFL, never been knocked out, has 6 knockouts, 3 subs, 9 decisions. This is going to be a good fight. I really think Brent can get it done here, though. He's just so grimy. He just can get the sub, I think, or the decision. I think he's going to take down Davis for sure, even though his takedown defense is really good. Unless he can put his black belt taekwondo to use, kick, keep a distance, not get taken down, Davis is going to win. But other than that, I don't see that happening. Let's see how it goes on to the later round. Brent does seem to get tired in the later rounds, but I still see him getting this done. He's going to take him down, get it there, and he's going to win this. Let's go recap the whole card here from bottom to top, only 2 prelims, and then tomorrow I'll do like the whole recap of the main card and everything. But here we got Nick Mex, I picked, Saray, Mattos, Kelly, Vinicius, Magomed, Shakalova, and then I got Brent winning. Those are my picks. And yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Like and subscribe if anyone watched this. You guys are the best. Have a great day.